It's Thursday. That means we have a vet on hand to answer your pet questions. If you have a problem with your pet, give us a call right now. The number is 918-460-KJRH. Dr. Joe Landers is here to answer your questions, and he has brought along one of the cutest puppies ever. Look at that face.
It really is. This little dog is a rat terrier cross. He's kind of small. He's very calm at the moment because he was running around before, and he wants to take a nap a little bit, but we're kind of jostling him around. He probably won't, but he's a cute little guy, and he ate quite a bit this morning, so I think he's sleepy from that too. But yeah, he really is. He really is. He has a brother and a sister. Okay. I'm going to put in a little plug. He's actually a Pet Adoption League, and that number is 918-365-8725. Okay. And actually, they have this adopt-a-thon, Pet Adopt-a-thon at 71st PetSmart, 71st 169, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So they'll be out there too. So yeah,
brother and sister as well. Yeah. Oh, liking my lotion,
if he makes it out of here, because I
know this
like people lined
the
up,
whole crew is wanting to see Gonzo.
It is good, but he's a good little dog.
Oh, such a sweetheart. All right, we've got callers. I guess we should get to them.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, first we have Denise in Tulsa. Good morning, Denise. What's your question?
Good morning. My cat Gracie just turned 10. We've noticed her bowel movements are more dry and irritating, so we've started adding soft food. We find she's just licking the gravy from the soft food and leaving the actual niblets. Is there something we can add to her dry food to help the bowel movements, or some other?
Yep. Sometimes there's some different stuff. There's actually some hairball stuff called laxatone. Sometimes that helps a little bit. Sometimes you can add in some mineral oil too, and that will kind of help. Usually I'll tell people it's kind of weird, but kind of watch when she's going to the bathroom too. You don't want to make her stools too loose or anything like that. If it gets really bad, there's actually a laxative that your veterinarian can get called lactulose and kind of do that. But see if they're having a lot of problems or anything. Sometimes you're right, the change in food will change that a little bit, but sometimes we'll add in a little mineral oil or something. So canned food doesn't always necessarily make it that much softer. So a lot of times you want to do something else. So.
Okay, next we have David in Tulsa. Good morning, David. What's your question?
Yes, I've got a lab mix, about a year and a half old, and she keeps pulling her hair out. And I thought maybe it was fleas. I've dipped her a couple of times. It's not the fleas.
But you do see some fleas on her?
No fleas at all.
Okay, good.
She smells really bad.
Yep. Sometimes that smell, I would assume, is going to be what they call seborrhea. It's kind of oily skin, and if you pet him, a lot of times it'll kind of be oily on your hands a little bit if you're finding that. Sometimes that can be some allergies. About a year and a half is sometimes when they kind of start. I always tell people you can use Benadryl at 1 milligram per pound a couple times a day, some fatty acid oil capsules that kind of help replace some of that in their skin and kind of see. If they're itching really bad, you may have to go see your veterinarian and kind of go from there, because there's a lot of things that can cause kind of itching and hair pulling out, but usually allergies start around this time. And then just really make sure, some dogs are very sensitive, that you can have 1 or 2 fleas and they go nuts, and they will pull their hair out literally. So make sure that that's not there, because it is a bumper crop year. I mean, much moisture as we're getting, we're seeing them come out of the woodwork literally. So,
okay, we've got time for one more caller. Let's get to Kathy in Tulsa. Good morning, Kathy. What's your question?
I understand there's glucosamine for older dogs for joint pain. Is it the same as human glucosamine, chondroitin type pills? Is the dosage the same?
Usually the products are very, very similar. Sometimes there'll be some different mineral balance in there, and some MSM and some chondroitin and some other things that are in there. So there's a difference in kind of products. There's a lot of straight glucosamine out there, and yeah, a lot of times I'll tell people that's a good thing to give. Usually somewhere around 100 milligrams per every 10 pounds. It kind of a sliding scale actually. The bigger you get, the kind of more you need a couple times a day. It's not a painkiller, and I'll tell people, but it's a really good thing to hopefully slow down the progression of osteoarthritis and other deals. So absolutely, it's a good thing. I'll tell people you can't always judge how well it's working, but it certainly won't hurt them. So I encourage people to do that for sure.
All right, good advice. Thank you, Dr. Joe.
Well,
we appreciate it. Gonzo was perfect here for us this morning.
He's about asleep.
He is. All right. Well, if we didn't get to your call today, don't worry. Dr. Joe is here every Thursday to answer your pet questions. If you missed any of today's segment, just go to kjrh.com, click on the Lifestyle tab, and you can also learn more about other pets who need homes at a Heritage Veterinary Hospital. Justin, back to you.